The room fell silent the moment the machine died. Again, a massive circular reactor sat in the center of the glass-walled laboratory, its polished steel surface still warm, still humming faintly, like a heart that had just given up. Red warning lights flashed across the control panels. 90 seconds. It always failed at 90 seconds. Harrison Blackwood stood motionless, staring at the dead engine as if it had personally betrayed him. "This is the 5th time today," he said quietly. Everyone in the room knew what came next. Silence was dangerous. Harrison Blackwood, billionaire CEO of Helix Dynamics, was calm only when he was most furious. "You told me this was impossible to fail," he continued, turning slowly toward the engineers. "You told me physics was on our side. You told me this machine would change the world." No one spoke. 27 engineers. Degrees from MIT, Stanford, Oxford. 6 weeks of nonstop work. Nearly $30 million burned. Nothing. This engine, Harrison snapped, was supposed to power entire cities. Instead, it can't survive longer than a minute and a half. "So tell me, what exactly am I paying you for?" Dr. Leonard Shaw swallowed hard. "Sir, the resonance instability appears spontaneously. Our simulations show no defect. The system behaves perfectly until it doesn't." Harrison laughed once. Sharp, bitter. "Translation," he said, "you have no idea why it's failing." He turned away, pacing across the white floor, his reflection visible beneath his shoes. Through the glass walls, Silicon Valley shimmered in the afternoon sun. Billions of dollars, government contracts, his legacy, all balanced on a machine that refused to live. His eyes landed on someone no one else had noticed. A woman in a gray cleaning uniform stood near the far wall, quietly mopping the floor. She kept her head down, moving carefully, trying not to exist. Her name was Elena Cruz. She cleaned the lab every night after her shift at a hospital cafeteria. She worked 2 jobs because she had to. Her husband had died 3 years earlier. Cancer. Medical bills had swallowed everything. And today, she had brought her daughter with her. Harrison stopped pacing. "You," he said sharply. Elena froze. "Yes, sir." "How long have you been cleaning here?" "Almost 2 years." "So you've heard all of this," he said, gesturing to the engine. 6 weeks of brilliant minds failing. She nodded nervously. I just cleaned, sir." A few engineers exchanged uncomfortable glances. Harrison smiled. Not a kind one. "Perfect," he said. "A fresh perspective." He turned back to the room. "Ladies and gentlemen, clearly expertise has failed us. So why not try intuition?" He looked back at Elena. "Fix it," he said casually. "Fix my engine, and I'll give you $100 million. The room erupted in shocked murmurs. Elena's face drained of color. I don't understand." "It's simple," Harrison continued. "If you fix it, you're rich. If you can't, you're fired. And good luck finding work after wasting my time." Tears welled in her eyes. "I can't," she whispered. "Please, I have a child." Laughter rippled through the room. Then a small voice spoke. "My mom can't fix it," the voice said. "But I can." Everyone turned. A little girl stood near the doorway, clutching a worn backpack to her chest. She couldn't have been older than 10. Dark hair, wide eyes, calm, too calm. Her name was Sophia Cruz. Harrison stared at her, stunned. Then he laughed. "This is getting better by the second," he said. "What are you going to do? Hug the machine?" Sophia didn't flinch. "I'm going to listen," she said. That word landed differently. Dr. Evelyn Park, a government physicist observing the project, straightened slowly. Something in the girl's tone caught her attention. "Mr. Blackwood," Dr. Park said carefully, "perhaps we should—" "No," Harrison interrupted. "Let's see how this plays out." Elena rushed forward. "Sophia, no, please." "It's okay, Mama," Sophia said softly. "Grandpa taught me." She stepped toward the engine. Up close, the machine towered over her, humming faintly, its steel skin cold and unwelcoming. The engineers watched, half amused, half horrified. Sophia placed her hands gently against the metal. She closed her eyes. The room waited. "Turn it on," she said. Dr. Shaw hesitated. Then, at Harrison's nod, he activated the sequence. The engine roared to life. To the engineers, it sounded normal, powerful, perfect, but Sophia frowned. "There," she said suddenly. "Did you hear that?" No one answered. "Turn it off." The engine powered down. Harrison scoffed. "You heard nothing." "Yes," Sophia said calmly. "I heard it again." Dr. Park walked closer. "What did you hear?" "A pain," Sophia replied. "Like something shaking when it shouldn't." She walked around the engine, pressing her ear close to the casing, then stepped back. "It's not broken," she said. "It's hurting." The room went silent. Dr. Park's eyes narrowed. "Run again," she said, quietly. The engine activated once more. This time, Sophia didn't touch it. She listened. At exactly 7 seconds, she pointed. "There." Dr. Park glanced at a secondary audio monitor. A tiny spike appeared, barely visible. Her breath caught. "There is an anomaly," she murmured. Harrison's smile vanished. Sophia turned to the engineers. "The bolt under the coolant ring is too tight. It cracked the metal underneath." "That's impossible," Dr. Shaw said. "The alloy tolerances are too hard," Sophia finished. "Hard metal doesn't forgive mistakes." She looked at Harrison. "You made it strong," she said, "but strength without softness breaks." No one laughed now. They removed the bolt. Under magnification, a microscopic fracture glowed faintly red under thermal imaging. Proof. The lab erupted into stunned whispers. "She's right," Dr. Park said quietly. "My God, she's right." Harrison felt something unfamiliar tighten in his chest. Fixing the flaw took hours. A copper sleeve, a redistributed load, a softer solution to a brutal problem. When they restarted the engine, everyone stood frozen. 90 seconds passed. Then 91. 2 minutes. 5. The engine purred, steady and alive. Applause broke out. Engineers hugged. Some cried openly. Harrison didn't move. He walked slowly toward Sophia and knelt. "You fixed it," he said. Sophia shook her head. "It just needed someone to listen." He stood and turned to Elena. "I made a promise," he said loudly. $100 million. Elena covered her mouth, shaking. "And that's not all," Harrison continued. "Your medical bills, your treatment, all of it covered." Tears streamed down her face as Sophia hugged her. Later that night, Harrison sat alone in his office, staring at an old photograph, a mechanic and a pilot. His grandfather had told him that story once, about a man who listened to engines like they were alive. He finally understood. Somewhere in the city below, a little girl slept peacefully, and the future hummed quietly on. Thank you for watching Classic Stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that remind us how powerful compassion truly is.